Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Happy Thursday.
Woo-hoo.
We got Sheila and Danny in the house. Woohoo! It's a party. Okay, so thanks for everyone that's joining us today. I haven't been on for a week. I think, Sheila, you had to take some time off too. And while we were taking some time off, YouTube changed around our channels. So when you go into our channels for our live shows, you have to hit the live button. So they made certain pages, and until we get it changed back or reconfigure it, when you're trying to watch, like this one, I tried to move to the top, but for my last 5 lives, or Sheila's last 5 lives, or Danny's, you have to hit the live button. There's little categories and columns, and you have to hit that live button. So I hope that helps. I don't know why they did that. I don't know of anybody that's happy with it. So
I'm not happy with it.
Hopefully they'll change it back. All right. So Sheila, do you have any upcoming announcements?
Upcoming announcements. Let's see. On my channel or just in general? On my channel, I am going to be doing of course, I'm going to have Adam back. I couldn't do a whole lot this month with Adam, the astrology Adam. And so we're going to try to figure out in the first part of December so that we can get some astrology information from Adam Stargazing Astrology. So if you don't follow him, go follow him. And then I'm going to also do a video with Tony Shining Hawk. Yeah, she got a hold of me and she said she would like for me to be, she invited me to her channel to do some spiritual conversations. And I thought, oh, of course, because she's so wonderful. So I'm going to be doing that. But I have a feeling that that's going to also be after Thanksgiving because I'm heading to Mississippi for the week of Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to do a travel video, but other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful and safe holiday.
Yeah.
What about you, Danny? What have you got going on?
Nothing.
Are you staying home for Thanksgiving?
No. I'm not. I think we're still up in the air on it. We may stay here and we may go to look at some birds in nature. So I'm not quite sure what we're doing yet.
Not going to catch one and put it in the oven? No.
Okay. No, we can't get turkeys out here in California.
How come?
It's a Democratic thing. That's what my sister in Texas told me. She goes, well, it's those liberals. They're taking care of all the turkeys.
You liar. Well, the FDA did just approve meat grown in a lab. It can't be sold yet, but they're extracting cells from like one chicken and they can make they can grow it in a lab.
I'm not sure about that.
No, I researched it fully.
No, I mean, I'm not sure if I would be eating it is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, everyone was like, right. I don't know about that. Okay, so I think we were going to start off with your
Well, what's going on your channel?
Oh, I didn't even say. My birthday is Monday, so I'm going to be this is technically my birthday weekend, and I'm going to do a couple more lives, and I'm trying to straighten out my channel, but I'm available for readings. Just go to thewayofpositivechange.com. My website is knock on wood fine. You can schedule a reading here.
Right.
And that's it. And then I'm going to a friend's house for Thanksgiving. So that will be fun.
Nice.
But I'll be on a couple times before that. Okay, so do you want to read on the lab-grown meat? Or do you...
Will Sheila eat it? Probably not.
Oh.
I already know. Okay. Karnak. No.
What question did you want to start off with, Sheila?
I think I would like to start off with the Nancy one of my subscribers. I'm sure she's subscribed to everybody, but she wanted to know about the court battles over the student loans. Currently, if I remember correctly, there is a judge in Texas right now blocking the student loan relief because the Republicans are highly against this for some reason. They keep on pissing off Gen Z, and I'm here all for it. But she wanted to know what the progress, or if anything's going to happen, if they're ever going to release that and have that loan debt relief available.
Okay.
So.
Student debt relief. Yeah. Okay. This question has something to do with the government. That just flew out. Just to let you know. Sorry. It's a big squirrel moment.
Okay, so if I click on Patricia's okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whichever one of you is ready first.
All right. I'll go.
Okay.
I for me, the cards that I got are actually really bad for this. I got this is the card that flew out of the deck when I was shuffling, thinking about this, the Hierophant, and it's being covered by the Chariot moving on. So the current state with the Republicans taking over the House, I just see a lot of battling, a lot of fighting, a heavy burden, and just getting beat up with the Nine of Wands. There is going forward that there is a call for it to release this money, but there's something new that's going to come up, a new way to look at this. So they're going to have to revamp this. There's a lot of moon energy, and the final outcome I got was the Ace of Wands. So something new is going to come up, or they're just going to get beat up with the Fred Flintstone wand. And then I got the Four of Swords, which is retreat. And I went, well, let me see the underlying energy of it. And I got the Tower and the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So it just feels like they're almost going to have to start all over again to get this done. That there's too much fighting and it's just too hard. And unfortunately, that's what I got. I hope you guys got better cards.
What did you get, Sheila?
Well, I wasn't connected to like the House had anything to do with it anymore for some reason. It was literally just Republicans in each state, which is fighting it. So that may be, I was just thinking maybe that's the battle in each state between them. But I got the future, like, I mean, they're doing the work. The Empress shows up with abundance of fertility as a general, and I also got the Chariot on top of that, and I got the Sun on top of that. So I think achieving the first stage, success through strength and vision, I think long term it's going to happen. However, I do see the bitter cover up, like them trying. Gen Z is watching. Like, you guys are not, you can't steal away our relief. You can't take away our relief. And that's what the feeling of them are going to happen. But the high priestess shows up with the stealing again. So I don't know. I got a little bit of a different overall feeling on it. Whether maybe a state or two, some states are going to start going with it and being able to relieve. Like, if you live in Colorado, you get it. You live in Kentucky, you don't get it. And everybody's like, well, how come we can't have it? You know what I mean? It's going to kind of come down to Gen Z's going, I don't think so. You're going to stop doing that. That's my take.
Okay, so I got the Chariot card as well. And I get there, and this is a huge control issue, and the greedy people, it's just a huge control. There's a lot of infighting. It's a big fight, big fight. And some get it, some don't. Some are separated from getting it at first, but the last card is the Three of Cups. So I still have hopes that further down the road, there'll be some progress here. All right. Oh, I tried to take that comment off. What's happening? There it goes.
Oh, and I also went into Marie Hudson. She's one of our subscribers. She has changed her name on there to, what was it?
Her last name is Henson.
Henson.
Henson, and she's everybody pray for she and her brother. Her brother's been placed in hospice, and I think she's changed it to Blue Rose, but now I think she's changed it to Rose Blue. I'm not sure. I don't know why.
I'm sure a lot of subscribers remember her being in the comments and stuff.
Yes.
We just want to send out some love and light and some comfort available to you if you want it. So that's all I got with that.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. What's your question, Danny? Did you mute yourself? You muted.
A lot of people like it when I'm muted.
Only if you're
but I got a question.
Crazy sounds. Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Hang on. Never mind. I went there. I can't believe I did that. Lori, that's bad, Lori. You got me to do that. Anyway, so I had a subscriber ask me about Abbott down in Texas. Yay. And I don't know why that's at the bottom of my deck when I'm reading on this guy. But I mean, what did he do? He did something in the state of Texas. Hang on one second while I pull it up really quickly. It's loaded. So what he did was he invoked the invasion clauses of the U.S. and Texas Constitution to declare the act of migrants coming into Texas an invasion. So it's like, and because he gets to do that, then he gets to call in the National Guard. He gets to do all this crazy stuff against people trying to come to the U.S. And so I just want to just read just a 411 on him and see, because he had another thing going on. I think you were mentioning about sending people up to the East Coast or something in a bus.
And another busload of people seeking asylum up to Philadelphia, and a 10-year-old girl got deathly sick.
Yeah. So let's just see what his shenanigans, if there's any light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, good. Let's see his political future. And so the question we're asking is, what's next for Abbott? Is he going to be?
What's next for Abbott?
What's next for Governor Greg Abbott? Piece of S. Thank you, Patricia. What happens next for Greg Abbott? Someone needs to get the net for him.
Well, ironically, I was starting off with a Celtic cross, and the first one was King of Swords, right? Mental. And then I got the ending Death over top of him. And I'm like, well, how? You know what I mean? So that was my first initial cards. Burden, the conflict. I don't think it's going to be end for him. I think he is literally trying to end things in Texas. He's going to go heavy and heavier than he's ever gone ever. It feels like, I don't want to scare everybody, but these are what the cards are saying. He's going to throw some more magic. He's going to throw some more power to whatever he has to do that. And he's going to create a huge burden for Texas. He's going to make sure that Texas makes more money, him and everything else. He has a long-term view of everything that's going on in Texas. He's going to hit it like you've never seen it before. I hate to tell this to you, Texas, but he's coming hard. He knows that this is his last chance to hammer in the agenda of the Republican Party, and he's going to do everything he can to create that outlook in Texas. So I don't know what everybody else got, but I just felt the I'm coming in hard and quick.
Yeah.
What did you get, Danny?
Well, I got something very, very similar, and I'm glad Sheila went first because it kind of explained some of these cards a little bit to me. So the first cards that I got in the Celtic Cross was the Two of Swords. So he's got this emotional decision, and then the Six of Swords. And when Sheila was talking, I went, oh my God, this is people coming across the river, trying to find a calmer place to be. And he's not letting them. He's got the Knight of Swords behind him. He's got the Tower. He's just so evil, but he is trying to make some money somehow with this. So with Texas, he is trying to do something that's going to bring in some money. I'm not quite sure what that is, but the final outcome I got was the Eight of Cups. And again, this is a walking away card. And I think I got the Empress in the Ace of Pentacles as clarifiers. It almost feels like he's setting himself up for either a presidential run or something to show how tough he is. Because this new project with the Ace of Pentacles, all this stuff that he's doing, all this chaos that he's creating, trying to show strength, I think is for a new project. So maybe he's going to be leaving Texas to go on the campaign trail.
That could be. That could be. So I'm seeing what both of you got here, and I think Sheila got the strength card too. And he is trying to make money. It's all about the money for him, and he's hatching a plan. However, I do see someone trying to shine the light, and that I think there's going to be ethics reviews and ethics committees that come after him that are working very hard to come after him and put a stop to it. And he will have to stop something. Something does come to an end. He has to take a break with something. Maybe after this last busload or something, he's gonna have to pause something. Maybe that's why Sheila got the death card, or I don't know. But I wish the tower was up at the top, but I'll take that 8 of Pentacles for him. But he is going to an important building, and I think he's working very diligently. It would not surprise me if he ran for president. It would not surprise me, especially with the Magician card, right?
Yep.
Right. And I had the Magician and the Tower card at the bottom of the deck for him. So something's coming up.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree. Okay. What question do I want to ask? Okay, Sheila, you're going to ask about, one of you is going to ask about McCarthy, right?
Right. I have a few questions about McCarthy and,
Okay.
and people. Yeah.
I have
Then
a
I
few
want-
questions about McCarthy too.
Let's just haul him in for questioning. U.S. Rhode Island Representative David Cicilline is circulating a letter in the Democratic lawmakers to support legislation that would bar Trump from running, citing that he participated in an insurrection, and the 14th Amendment says you can't run for a high office. And also, the crew, the Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics, also sent a letter directly to Trump to say they would also be pursuing his disqualification. I want to know if either one of these I want to know if Trump is going to be disqualified from running for president because he participated in an insurrection.
Okay.
Will President Trump be disqualified? Well, ex-president, twice disgraced, twice impeached. Trump, will he be disqualified from running for president?
Whew.
Whoever gets their answers first. Oh, I didn't see. Will Trump be disqualified? Earth Mama says she loves crew and she donates to them.
I'll go ahead and go.
Yes, please.
I have craftsmanship. There's people trying to keep that from happening, or it's the other way around where will he do it? Craftsmanship, teamwork. There's a team on it right now. Maybe that's the way I should think about it, because it has the King of Swords over top of it. So lawyers and judges are over top of that. So I think I'm tapping into the team that is created to push that forward, because I also have constant work. And then we also have conflict and heartbreak. So conflict probably is they're getting pushed back on that. I also have the Knight of Cups coming into the question, that steady progress. And then I have Six of Pentacles, which is generosity. So I'm really curious of why there's generosity and then also steady progress with that as well. But then I have coming in, it says creative beginning. So they're gonna have to create. They're gonna have to be very, very creative of how they're going to do this. It's almost like for us, it's like it makes sense. We're all out here going, you know, we put the 2 and 2 together a long time ago. But for the courts and for that process, it's not as clear cut as we think it is. And that's why they have to get creative and they have to move forward and they have to be precise. And they're getting talented professionals to get on board with that. And the nice thing about that is at the ending of all of that, I get this.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I got that on the bottom too. Look at that. I just turned it over. It's like, oh my gosh.
I do think that they end up with it. The cards are telling me it's not going to be clear, and we're all going to get impatient, and we're all going to go, why are they not doing it? You know, we're all going to get that way. But in the end of the result, one way or another, the ending does come for Trump. One way or another, between processes of this or whatever.
And that's your outcome card, the death card?
That's my
Okay.
outcome final card. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
What show was that from? Is that your final answer? I don't remember.
And this is I don't remember.
Millionaire. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Good.
Yes, good
that's
for
my
you.
final-
Well, Lori, tell Sheila what she won.
$30 million.
Wow. And an annuity over 16,000 years.
Okay. All right. What did you get, Danny? Please tell me something good.
Something good.
Now tell me what you got.
I will tell you something good. The very first card I got, who are we talking about? I got the Devil card, being covered by the Two of Cups. So when I'm looking at this spread, I get the burden of how they're going to prove that he led this insurrection, because he's so slick with how he talks. He doesn't really, there's always wiggle room in there that his attorneys or whoever is going to use that wiggle room. However, at the base of the reading, he's just stewing in this Four of Swords energy. So it's like he knows it's done. It is done. It's just, there's just a big burden to get it done. The other thing I got was going around on the Celtic cross. Internally, I got a lot of fighting. Externally, and this is, I'm thinking going back to the original card, the Devil card, is the Five of Pentacles. Total loss. More there's a morality that he's lost. Well, I don't think he ever had it, but all he has to do is go into the church to get a little warm. He's not doing that. My final outcome cards are the Four of Pentacles, hanging on, but the Magician shows up and creates something, and then I got the Seven of Wands, defending oneself. So I just see it a long slog going through this 14th Amendment, but the final card at the base of the deck is the Star card, so that gives me some kind of hope. So maybe there's going to be some kind of offer made that's going to give us some hope with this. The underlying energy is a lot better than what we're seeing right here with me on the front of the cards.
I get that too. The underlying energy is that he doesn't have you may think he's confident, but he isn't.
Yeah, right.
His self-esteem went into the dumpster, and he isn't getting the offers that he was getting for the money. And people are leaving him, and he is going to be resigned to know that he's probably going to have to do something different. But he gets money, and then he's working really hard on a project with this Eight of Pentacles. It's like he so what I'm getting here is that he resigned himself to know that he won't have all the people behind him, and he may have to do something else. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. And then the Death card was on the bottom.
So as far as the 14th Amendment, do you think were you getting a sense that they were going to be able to use that, or is he just going to lose money and donors and have to go a different route?
Oh, because the question was, well, I asked if he was going to be disqualified, if they'd be able to do it. Something doesn't work out quite right.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be able to. I think they're going to try it, but he comes up with some other cockamamie idea or tries to get around it. His outcome card for me was the 8 of Pentacles. So he's going to be working very hard trying to get this overturned or to get more people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not sure that's going to be the thing that takes him out. I'm not certain.
What was the deal with Donnie Jr. not showing up there? What I heard was that he was out hunting and couldn't get back. Well, he knew what was going on for weeks. So what was that about?
I don't know. They all went to the wedding. Was the wedding the night before? Maybe he couldn't get up. Maybe he just, I don't know.
Well, I mean, what else would be new? I'm too hungover to make it to my father's announcement. I'm sure that's happened many a times before.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So, do we want to look and see what's going on with Don Jr. because he's not functioning very well. I mean, he had that one Twitter bloodbath and then silence after the midterms.
Let's see how he's not okay. I don't think he's okay since I think he was spinning out before his mom died, and then I think.
Well, I forgot all about that.
Really? Yeah.
Rose Blue, who is now in the chat, she said he was caught in a snowstorm.
I bet.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Did he do a face plant? Is that why he had snow all over his face?
Huh. Is this a snowstorm in Florida? Is that where he was stuck?
I don't know.
I mean,
did you want to ask about McCarthy or?
Well, let's do a quick read on Don Jr. See how he's doing, just out of curiosity. Now that and then we'll go into the McCarthy thingamajigger. And Nancy did not announce resigning, and all she did was announce the peaceful transfer of power.
But she's not seeking re-election. No.
I didn't. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I heard. I watched all of that. But I was hoping she wasn't going to leave, but she may be searching for a re-election. It just depends.
So if she's saying she will not.
No, I think she was talking about McCarthy taking over or the Republicans taking over. That transfer of power. Okay,
I don't know if that means she's going to give up her place in California too, as well. She will not seek re-election.
She's not giving. Did anybody watch it? Says yes, True Pelosi is stepping down. Okay. Cool. Then somebody else is going to be reelected for now the minority House member. Okay. So Don Jr. Back to Don Jr.
Don Jr.
Pelosi to make a final decision tomorrow.
Okay. So we're all she's not seeking re-election. That's what I'm going for. So that's whenever her term is up. She's staying till her term is up.
According to Chris on the thing, it says Pelosi will make that final decision tomorrow.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so it's not for a while yet. She'll remain representing San Francisco until her term limit is up, I guess.
Yeah.
She doesn't have it till there's another re-election, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said that she won't be leader, but will remain representative. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right, so Don Jr.
Don Jr., back to the Florida man. I loved what the Rupert Murdoch allowed to be put into the Washington Post, where it says a retired Florida man announces he's going
that was funny.
I'm like, that's
shade. Page 26.
Yeah. Oh, some shade. Okay. Oh.
I think Guilfoyle's going to leave him.
I think she already did.
Well, she was in the wedding pictures.
Yeah, but I
black.
think I have I literally get the same thing. I got the 9 of Pentacles, the woman leaving. The woman leaving. The money woman, the leaving. I also get high priestess, feeling and subconscious feeling, and then I get the moon. So he's feeling instability because I got the moon inverted. See, he's feeling the high. His emotions are highly unstable, which, I mean, we don't need tarot cards for us to know that. However, the tarot cards are confirming what we believe and what we're seeing. And then I have the steady progress and juggling the finances and the demands. Interesting there. I am getting like the weirdest, like he is moving away from his father too, but that does not make sense. I would never believe that. Ever. But I have it. Interest. Okay, I'm done.
What have you got, Danny?
Well, I just pulled 3 cards because I don't want to stay in his energy, and then I had to pull 2 more. But when Sheila was talking, I got the Lover's card. He's hard at work at something, so he's hard at work at keeping that relationship going, but he's a little too crazy right now with this Page of Swords. So he gets a little too angry too quick. He's swinging too much. And so I just wanted to get some clarifiers. And it goes, he's going to put on a good face of strength, but he's got the Tower moment below his hard work in the Lovers. And he's going to put on a good face with him. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he's going to say, I mean, he's just going to twist it. But yeah, I think his whatever that relationship is in trouble.
Yeah,
I do.
that's what I'm getting. And he's going to start some new project or something. He may even have to move. I got 2 aces changing places here. So he's in for a lot of change. He's also, I think he's going to get into trouble with somebody from his past. So the club's coming for him. All right, let's get out of his energy.
Yeah, he can't pay his child support no more. I mean, Daddy doesn't have any money. Okay, so you want to start on Kevin McCarthy?
Sure.
Okay, so I know that Kevin McCarthy has the support of the Republicans. I think they had an election, kind of a private election. 188 of the House Republicans voted for him, and whatever was left didn't vote for him. And of course, we have watched Matt Gaetz get up and say, I will not support Kevin McCarthy. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't want to support, but she definitely wants her job. And so she's trying to kiss up to Kevin McCarthy so he will put her into a position of a committee. Okay, so with all of that, and we have, of course, we have Jim Jordan in the back barking like a little ankle biter Chihuahua dog that he is. So first question, there's going to be like 3 questions here. So the first question up, goodness gracious, my computer. First question up is, will Kevin McCarthy get Speaker?
Okay.
Because it's a private, I think, and I didn't realize this, and I don't know why, because I watched it last time, but all of the House representatives have to vote on him being Speaker, including the Democrats. Is that correct? So that's how, of course, Nancy, she got both times. So, but, there's 30 of them from the Republican side that are not voting for Kevin. So if all of the Democrats say no, and then like 32, actually I think it's 32 of them also say no with the Democrats, then Kevin is not going to be Speaker. Then they're going to place somebody that they want in there, and then the Republicans have the majority, so they're going to get who they want. So I'm frozen. Yeah, there we go. So now the Democrats have a decision to make. Do they want Kevin, or do they want who the crazies want? Interesting little. It's going to be drama.
Oh, it's going to be drama. It's going to be drama.
To the 10th degree.
Yep. So let's see if Kevin gets speaker.
If he does, he's going to have to make a lot of deals and do a lot of work.
Mm. I also got the Eight of Pentacles on that too. Was that the Eight of Pentacles that you had, or the burden?
The burden, 10 of Wands.
I'm going to predict no. He thinks he has it, but he's also kind of done with the all of the BS.
Which one was your outcome card?
My outcome card is the Tower.
Oh.
And I also got before that apathy, not handing it to him, not giving it to him. All right, you guys.
What have you got, Danny?
Well, I got the King of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Five of Swords. So there's going to be so much, as we just said, drama. Drama. And there's going to be people that are leaving, that are walking away from, that he's just not going to be able to wrangle. He does get his wish with the Nine of Cups, but it also comes right next to a big stick. So it's like I'm just seeing this stick coming down and just kind of beating him over the head. The final card I got was the Queen of Cups. And so and what I was getting with this is there's some secret deals in that cup that he had to make. And I don't know, when Sheila was talking about how he's not going to get there, I think that Trump has such a hold on him and has secrets on him that it almost feels like he's going to do this not unwillingly. He doesn't want to do it, but I think he's going to do it anyway. So I'm in a little disagreement with Sheila that he is going to get it. But it's gonna be crazy. I don't know how they're gonna function.
Well, Sheila said no.
Yeah, and I'm saying yes.
Okay.
Which could make a lot of sense to me also, because he could create a Tower moment for them at the end of that. So that could have been a possible outcome as well. So
could the Queen of Cups as the outcome card be the person who actually gets it? Or causes him not to get it?
Yeah. It's just I'm seeing it right now.
Let's have Marjorie Taylor Greene as speaker.
Okay, that's enough out of you.
Oh.
I don't think that she would get all of the votes from the Republicans.
No, I don't think
that.
No. I get that he's done some shady deals already. I think they're already planning their attack because Jim Jordan, that yapping chihuahua, he was just on there just yapping, and saying, well, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. But I think there's some big decisions coming up here, and he has a heavy load. But my outcome card is the Eight of Cups. So I think he has a chance to get through, but there are some people that are not committed to choosing him, that there's going to be some other choices, and that's not a real great victory card for me. He does have the chariot on the left side of it, aspecting it. But that's more like I'm dazed and confused and I don't know what to do, and I don't even know if I can handle this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's some real conflict there.
Yeah, he has to make some serious decisions on which way he's going to handle all of this.
Yeah.
I mean, what if he goes to the Democrats and say, I promise to keep Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, and Jim Jordan away from all of the committees. Will you vote for me?
Yeah, and when some of these legal announcements and indictments come out, and he might not want to, that he's, that aren't known to us yet, he might say, this is too much, and I don't know if I want that job. This is not set in stone, no way.
No, I agree. I think it's very malleable right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So the second one
Lori,
is...
I need to, wait a minute. I need to apologize to Lori because when I mentioned Marjorie Taylor Greene as speaker, the chat kind of blew up a little bit on me. So...
No, Danny, no.
I know you're teasing.
You're an evil man for even thinking that. Time out. You go into the corner.
Back in the cage for a few minutes, Danny.
There's no way. I can see that. But I do wonder if she's going to get a committee. I want to see if Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to be... I had a remote done that I saw her back in the corner somehow, some way, whimpering like a little puppy and not being able to do anything. But that doesn't mean it's not going to happen at first and then end up where she gets nothing or whatever. But I want to see, just out of generosity, out of curiosity, is she going to get get a committee?
Well, he could just easily reinstate her to the ones. What'd you say?
I'm sorry. I was saying, can you imagine the Democrat that has to be part of that committee? Ugh.
Well, they get to have fun and go after her, because apparently that brings votes when we're going after the laser girl.
Yeah.
So the Gen Z loved it. And apparently that's our base nowadays.
Yeah. We have to get, so McCarthy has to get 218 votes from the Repubs. So they don't need the Dems to.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
will Marjorie Taylor Greene get a committee?
Well, she can just be reinstated.
True. Well, that's the thing is McCarthy going to do that? Because she's going to go create havoc. In whatever committee she goes to or whatever, she's going to create havoc. Is McCarthy going to risk losing everything by putting her on a committee? Because she is one of the reasons why they've lost so much, and she is 100% committed to Trump.
Yeah.
So is he going to fall away from Trump, or is he going to keep up with the narrative that apparently they all know now is not the way to go? By now they should know.
So I pulled 3 cards on if she was going to get a committee. I got the 7 of Wands. She's defending herself. 8 of Cups, walking away. And then the Moon card. Is she going to be indicted or something?
I think she's in trouble.
Defending herself from.
Yeah.
That she's going to have to step away, and there's some shadowy information that's crawling out of the water it's getting her scared. So I'm saying she's not going to keep that. Whatever, if she gets something, she's not going to keep it for long. She's going to be leaving it.
You know, ironically, I too got the Hermit, which is that that rest, that self-discovery, that soul searching, right? And then I got the Ace of Swords, which is that forced to be quiet, forced to be quiet. And then I got the Emperor, which is also some political traditions and perspective. So I think that she's going to be held to the norms of our government, if that makes any sense. She's going to be forced to be held to the norms of our government. She will not be able to go out into the outskirts of chaos and crazy.
All right. I get the same thing. If she gets anything that may be reinstated, may reinstate the balance that she lost. But then she has, I think she's got an indictment coming, because I got the Moon Justice card, Three of Swords, and then the secrets come out. So she's, whatever she gets, I don't think she keeps.
Yeah.
No, those are all total failure.
Woo.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now I have two more questions, but if you, Lori, if you want to move on, I was just wondering about Matt Gaetz and also Jim Jordan, but if you want to move on, we can kind of do those at the end if you like.
We need a new nickname for, I think the ankle nipper yapping chihuahua is.
What?
The ankle
Jim
biter.
Oh, that,
Not to discriminate against chihuahuas, but all right, let's do Jim Jordan. Let's do Jim Jordan real quick and do 3 cards on him and see if he's going to get something substantial, or is he going to be also in trouble.
Yeah, Ken is in the chat and he's saying, I wonder if her soon-to-be ex has given info on her. That's a possibility.
what's that? Say that again.
He wonders if Marjorie Taylor Greene's soon-to-be ex has given information up on her. You know, because she's getting divorced.
Yeah.
Nothing better than better information from a scorned husband. Love it. All right.
I wouldn't know.
Okay, so Matt Gaetz, what's the question?
Well, I guess for the next 2. So is Matt Gaetz going to get a committee, or is Jim Jordan going to get a committee? You know what I mean? Are we going to listen to
Jordan's
them?
already on a committee.
Jim
He's
Jordan?
On
But they have to create leaders
oversight? Okay.
for each of the they have to create leaders for each of the committees. So they were thinking, even if they're on the committees, are they going to be popped up to leader of that committee?
Okay, so let's ask about Matt Gaetz first.
Matt
Is he going to be put in charge of a big committee or have a more prominent position, or his political future for Matt Gaetz?
Yeah, and I'm going to just like throw 3 to 4. Oh, God.
Political future for Matt Gaetz.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually got the 3 of Cups, happy. Then I got this 9 of Cups, which is fulfilled. He's going to get what he wants. The 9 of Pentacles, luxury and security. And then I got the Chariot that he gets moved up.
Ooh, you said you got the 9 of Cups and 3 of Cups?
I got the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Yep. Yeah, I think he does.
He's still standing at the top of the hill, that jerk. He's still standing there. After everything he has done. Maybe he'll have to defend himself. What did you get, Danny?
I got the 9 of Wands. He's kind of beat up, but he's still standing, still fighting. The Justice is right around the corner.
Good.
In the World card. And I said, okay, so the World card, what's up? What's down? It's spinning. It's a completion card. And I said, well, let me just pull one to clarify that. And I got the Chariot. I think he's going. I think Justice is after him and he's going to go. I never see him really in jail, but I see him.
Well, that would be awesome.
Yeah, maybe he'll go find a a job somewhere else. I mean, if I combine the 9 of Wands with the 2 here with the other world card, maybe he'll be going in a different direction.
Yeah.
Somebody's trying to get at him here because he comes up as the wounded warrior. So we can only hope and pray.
Yep.
They could come out and make all these announcements, and then 30 days from now, there could be indictments.
That's what I'm thinking.
Me too. I think it's going to shift bigly.
Bigly.
Bigly. They're going to make a plan to go forward, and then it's going to get rocked.
Yeah. They might get a little momentum under, little wind under their wings and think they've got this all wrapped up like a big, nice bag of chips, but then they've got some surprises coming.
Yeah, I feel that wholeheartedly.
There has to be for the insurrection, for the ones that played a part, the 9 or 10 of them that were in the meeting room, especially. Yep. And that includes Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert. Yep, all of them. Who else? Biggs, all of them.
Yeah. So what about Jim
yeah,
Jordan?
Let's do Jim Jordan. See where he's. He
was already yapping this morning. We're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do this. I'm like, go sit down.
Yeah, your plight to success is slight. Shut up.
Jim Jordan.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, I'll go because I did Jim Jordan first.
Okay.
So, and again, I got the Chariot card with him using a different deck. I'm like, he's going too, but he's still hanging on to something with the 4 of Pentacles. And then I got the 8 of Wands. Something fast is happening. Some news is coming really fast. So I have a inquisitive mind, and I wanted to know, what is the fast news? It's something, it has to do with karma. It has something to do with stealing something, the 7 of Pentacles, and that's not a good card. 10 of Swords in the back. Ow.
Oh, okay.
He's another one that I think isn't going to make it.
Well, maybe he gets, the Republicans, they're in this split now. They're realizing they got to stop the chaos. They have to be more conservative. They have to get back to where they were if they're going to make it. So maybe McConnell or somebody else comes up to him and says, we're not going to do that. And then maybe he gets indicted. So hopefully.
Well, I definitely got the Chariot also.
Okay.
I got the World card. So moving forward in his karma. And then my last was the Hermit. So moving fast into his self-reflection, into his actions. If spirit was involved. But yeah, I too think, I see this, their happiness into their little situation, and then all of a sudden, swish, not so much. They're disturbed.
Yeah. What'd you get, Lori?
He gets caught up in a lie. He gets
What?
caught up in a lie. I got the Chariot too, but I got it in the past. He's not going to be able to move forward with some of these things that he's plotting right now because I've got the Queen of Cups here. So maybe that's that speaker again. But so he goes through a loss. He can't hold on to something. It's slimy like a greasy pig. But then he may be able to turn on someone because that's the type of person he is. He may be able to turn on something he says gets him out, like get out of a jail free. So maybe he gets immunity, or they tell him there'll be less charges, but things are not going to go his way. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
He's going to fight. He's going to have to fight. All right. Now where are we going?
Well, that was all I had.
Okay.
At this moment.
What did you bring a specific question, Danny?
I did. That was the Texas one. But Sissy has a good question that I thought that I had been thinking about, and I was going to do some research, and I just don't know. I don't know. But if the Republicans of the House get indicted, does that mean the Democrats will have the majority, or are those seats just vacant? I think they're just vacant.
That's a good question.
Do they have to vote for someone to replace them?
And I think some governors get to choose.
Oh, right.
So if you have a Democratic governor, then they get to choose, and they can put in maybe a Democrat, but maybe it has to be within the same party. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I think they can put it in a Democrat. I think they can, because didn't they do that with what's her face that lost in Arizona? Remember, she said you're just a Democratic hack or something like that. Remember her? And she lost. I forget her name. Because
Carrie Lake?
No, before that, the one before that, where she lost her seat in the presidential election. She lost her seat. Anyhow. The thing about that, I don't know if that is somebody who knows. Maybe my Jackie knows how that all works.
Getting a couple of different answers. It depends on the state. Someone else says it does need to be voted in. And I remember that lady, that the man that died unexpectedly, was that in Louisiana or Alabama? It was one of the southern states, and his wife got the job.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just ask then, and that would be why a lot of readers got that the Dems would hold the House.
Yeah, we did. Eventually, it will be voted in. Is what happens eventually. So here's the thing. Also, with them being vacant, being vacant, whatever passes in the House, they won't get to vote. They will lose that very valuable vote in their district when they're gone. So that is also, so yeah, it does depend on what state, how they handle that. Some of them, just like with Alaska, they did a special election, remember, and that's how that Democrat got in over crazy Palin, whatever her name is. Palin. Okay. So anyway,
paleontologist. She needs to go back to paleontology.
Just something. Well, she learned the hard way that Alaska did not like her. But okay, so what is the question on deck?
Okay, so the question. There's a question.
If certain Republicans in the House are indicted, what happens with the seats that have no representatives? Well, that depends on each state, right? But I guess what we're asking is, does it still stay? Was that the question?
I do think they'll gain another seat because they get the Ace of Wands, which is that power card, and somebody's definitely going to go behind bars. Somebody's going to have a big problem, and so this may get tied up literally, but I think there's a good chance that after a little period of time they can, because I've got special people that get special pieces of paper, and then I get this Queen of Cups again. We have to figure out who that is. Yeah. We should ask if the speaker is going to be a man or a woman. But okay. there is a way to for at least get one seat here, maybe another couple more. But
for the Democrats, you're talking, or?
Yeah, I mean, I asked if that was my question. I just changed it a little bit. Like, would they be able to take back the House if they got a few of those seats?
Okay, So what is the exact question on board?
Do you want to look at it that way, or I already looked at it, but you guys can look at it that way. Would the Democrats be able to take back control of the House?
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you
I
going to
don't know
say?
if we have that much information. I don't know how to ask the question.
Will something come up that will allow the Democrats to take back control of the House? Will there be a certain string of events?
Cat Rat says, that's a good name too. Liz Cheney is speaker, because they're talking about putting Donald Trump in as speaker, so you don't have to be elected. You don't have to be a member of Congress. So put Liz Cheney in there as speaker. Oh my God.
Now, you know dang well that they're going to have some Republicans and Democrats on board with that.
Yeah, right?
She could probably get in.
Oh my gosh.
Oop. Yeah, Liz Cheney lost her election, though.
But she can still be elected speaker.
Yeah.
She just doesn't have a vote, but she can be a speaker.
Okay, so what question are we at? I'm so lost.
Okay, so just take a look if there's any way the Democrats can gain a few more places, if they can take over, or can they gain a few more spots in the House?
All right, so I got the page of wands, the enthusiastic. It's like they are working through the discovery and the traveling and the enthusiastic about something. I do feel the Democrats going, you guys just put your show up, y'all get settled. And then I have the 10 of Pentacles where it says achievement. They achieve something in that. They achieve it. And they also I also have the 3 of Pentacles, which as I'm looking at all the words on my card that I have here, looking down at them, teamwork, cooperation, recognition, ability to deliver is also a 3 of Pentacles words on the card. Ability to deliver. I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And then I get the Page of Swords, which is business, rival, right? And also the Page of Swords is also deceit and purposeful and spy, or clever.
And announcements.
Clever.
Right?
Yep.
What's card was that?
The Page of Swords.
Page of Swords.
Manipulative youth, right? But also very, very skilled and clever.
Yeah.
So they're also very skilled and clever. So if I'm looking at all of this, I have the enthusiastic discovery with achievements and going into the ability to deliver because they're skilled and clever. It looks like a promising what they're going to be doing in the House of Representatives against the Republicans.
What did you get, Danny?
I got very similar to what Sheila got. And the first card I pulled is the 6 of Swords. So they're moving into calmer waters. And it feels like they're just watching the S show that the Republicans are doing with all this fighting and back and forth. And they're just sitting back and going, okay, let's see what goes on. But they do have a burden to produce and to keep the country going. So they feel that. And I also got the 10 of Pentacles that they are going to succeed in getting some things passed. I also got, to clarify it, the Page of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. So they're going to be balancing some things. They're coming up with some new ideas. And they are masterful in their work, what they're doing. So I don't think it's going to be as negative I think that somehow they're going to figure out a way to work together with some of these Republicans and get some things passed that's going to be good for the country.
Yeah, that's a good card of balance.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to look at the future of Ukraine? See if they're going to be okay or if it's going to be really bad? Or do you want to look to see if we're going to have bad weather events? Someone asked that on my community page. So the state of Ukraine, the future of Ukraine, or will there be severe weather?
I definitely want to do a good temperature checkup on Ukraine. I would like to.
All right, let's just take a quick look at them. Future of
Ukraine. Dang.
What is the future of Ukraine? That would be very karmic since McCarthy stripped and allowed Liz Cheney to be stripped of her committee. Wouldn't that just be pure justice?
That would be pure joy.
Be heaven sent.
Yes, pure joy to watch
It
that.
would just be like, whoa, what a karmic slap in his face.
Yeah.
Woo. She's ruthless. She might. Oh boy.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go first. I did just say a minor amount of cards for the Celtic Cross, and the first card up for Ukraine was abundance. I have the Nine of Pentacles, and then I also got creativity, which it describes them. They're very creative people. They're very imaginative. They have really have won this war with their brains more than they've won the war with their weapons, right? It makes a lot of sense. And of course, the generosity, the money that everybody has given them has helped them off, and that's the base of it that helped them do all of that. They love Ukraine, so they have that compassion, that enthusiasm to do that. And then going forward was the Ace of Swords, which is a new idea, victory. So it's another victory card for them. So I do think that they're headed in the right way. It's almost like they had to have this conflict to solidify and really, really anchor in who these people are.
Yeah.
What have you got, Danny?
I got, first off, we got to send love and prayers out and light to them, and most benevolent outcome, because they're still upside down. I got the Hanged Man. However,
I have the Hangman too.
They're creating some magic, and they have the world loving them. So they've got a lot of strength behind them, even though they're upside down. Clarifiers, I got the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles. So new projects, new influx of maybe it's weapons or whatever coming in from that Poland thing, however that turned out. And then the final card I got was the King of Pentacles. So we don't have a time frame on this, but they are going to be, as a nation, they're going to be okay. I pulled 3 on Russia just because I was going, I wasn't looking at the conflict. I was just looking at Ukraine. And I got the Ten of Swords. I got 4 Pentacles hanging on to anything that they can. And 8 of Cups walking away. So And again, I wish I had a time frame of when they were walking. It's not soon enough, but they're getting so beat up that they're going to be lucky to hang on to what they have.
Yeah, and we're really trying to help them. I got the King of Pentacles too, but my outcome card is the Five of Pentacles. This is not going to be easy at all.
No,
not at all. I mean, they're still hanging in there, but this is about as low as you can. That's a big card of struggle. All right, so let's round this out with a question for what do we all need to know? What can we expect? What's happening? What's going on for the U.S. in the next couple weeks, next month, couple weeks?
Yeah. Well, I'll go while you all have your heads down. It's interesting, when I fanned out my cards, normally they go really smooth. This time it just broke in half, and it was weird. I go on that. Well, that's where we are right now. This feeling of we're just broken in half, and we're not gonna come together. But we are gonna come together. I got the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So right now we're witnessing a time of rebirth and in prosperity. We can't forget that we have the Senate and we have the presidency. So the House of Representatives is going to be in flux, but that's where this hard work comes in. But we're going to come up with a new emotional opportunity that I think is going to be. I'm looking forward to it. You've got the Empress and the Ace of Cups with hard work. Well, we didn't think it was going to be easy, so I'm kind of looking forward with these cards. They're encouraging to me.
Good. I want to just say happy birthday, Big Steph. I got a real big birthday coming up Monday too. So, she's like, how did that happen? Okay, so I get that one of our allies is going to have a terrible situation. I don't know if this is a huge earthquake or if this is Ukraine. Something, it's one of our allies around the world, someone across the sea, and we're going to be working on ways to help them. So, but it's definitely someone that's helped us in the past or someone that we have a relationship with. And there will be a lot of work to help them. So I'm getting a little more clarity about what's going on there, but this is a big catastrophe. It's either caused by someone, a ruler, or, but the cards are going forward, so we're going to be helping somebody. That's what I'm getting. So it's nice to help someone.
Good, yeah.
It's a good thing to focus on. All right. Okay, you guys. Well,
did Sheila read?
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped Sheila. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I do the same thing to Danny often, so I feel.
I almost never do that. I'm sorry.
More than often. More than that.
I'm just showing you how much I love you. All right. I know I'm a little frozen on this screen, but if you can hear me, here we go. So what I got was today, it says present, now, and in the moment. That what we need to do is stay right here, right now, in the moment, as we walk through these transitions that are happening because of the midterms and all the great and wonderful stuff that how we showed up for this country, and really enjoy that. I know that we did not get everything that we wanted, but we really represented what this country really wants, is none of that nonsense, and ready to get rid of all of that, because we did come together. And we may have even accumulated a few Republicans along the way. I don't know the statistics. However, so we're going to stay in today and recognize that we did come together enough to at least do some synchronicity and voting. This is all about the voting, the synchronicity. And I kept on saying a whole bunch of numbers. I would say 7777. I was like, goodness gracious, I was seeing that all the way up into the midterms. I even, in my subscriber thing, I have 17777. I mean, it was like 4 sevens along the way. I'm like, okay, this is a message, right? So synchronicity, pay attention to all of your synchronicities right now. Apparently the spirit world is definitely giving all of us some really good information as everything's going to be okay. We're going to do that. We're going to also get back to the hamster wheel. We're going to start making money again. We're going to start doing progress. And we really do have a better future ahead of us than we thought we did before the midterms, because we did fight for our lives. We did fight for our freedoms, and we did fight for democracy. So keep the faith. Each and every reader out there, God bless them, or spirit bless them. I just want them to know that sending out love and light to every reader out there, because I believe that they're helping somebody, and that is important to know. So thanks.
Yeah. Well, that's
Thank
good.
you all to the subscribers down there, because then we'd just be talking to ourselves, which
absolutely.
I do very well by myself anyway. But.
And thank you, Patricia Franzino, for typing out the questions. That's such a gigantic help.
Yes,
and
thank
to
you.
answer your question, Big Steph, no, I'm a year older than you. I just want to remind everybody, if you're with us and you weren't with us in the beginning, YouTube has changed the format of all of our channels. So in order to see the live shows that we're doing and not a still video, you have to go to the live column, and hopefully it will be changed around, but we're all trying to work on and reformat. So so keep looking for that, hit that live button. That way you can see.
Can you see that?
I don't know if they can see that or not.
So
there's columns up at the top, that little, little
like columns right here. So when you go to our channels and you go to videos, all of a sudden now at this level right here, you start scrolling sideways where it says recently uploaded, popular, and then you can also do shorts. And then once you push shorts, and then you go to live. So live is actually the third click down. So they just changed it. So just pay attention to this mid-level when you're looking at our channels, to go this way or that way to find our videos.
And everyone's phone and laptop is different. So just focus on finding the live.
Yeah.
Don't give up on us.
And thank you, Jackie, for being here. I just have to tell my girl, thank you so much. She's always behind the scenes, because Sheila forgets stuff and I say things incorrectly. And so my girl makes sure that I come up with whatever needs to come up with. So she's always good helping me, and I appreciate her so much. So. And
Terry Solaris, I have it on my MacBook Air, so just keep searching for it. They just messed up everybody's. They did something really crazy. Like, why do you have to fix something that's working really well?
Right.
Right. Why'd have to do that? But we're grateful for them. So, and thanks everybody for being here, and everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll be back before Thanksgiving. I'm going to try to do a video Friday afternoon. So. And
thank you, Lori, for inviting us to your live.
Thank you, Lori.
I am grateful for both of you.
It's a
Bye,
pleasure.
everybody.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for showing up.